Hey, it's Mr. Honish with a U review in two. Today we're talking about the Mayflower and the Pilgrims, something that you've probably been hearing about since like first grade. Very familiar story. 1620 Pilgrims hop on the Mayflower. They come on over for religious freedom, right? Because they came from England originally. They scurried on over to the Netherlands. They wanted to get away. So they decided to cross the Atlantic to the New World for religious freedom, right? That's the story that we've been told quite a bit, but we've got some assumption versus reality that we should break down. The first big assumption we make is that they were all pilgrims, all looking for religious freedom. But honestly, some of them were just looking to go to the New World for a new life. They were adventurers, they wanted to be colonists. There were servants on board. There were people that had nothing to do with the pilgrims. That's actually a very significant number of the passengers. We also assumed that Plymouth Rock or Massachusetts in general was the destination that they intended. It was not. They were supposed to end up in Northern Virginia. And finally, we figure, well, because Thanksgiving happened, they must have farmed well. Wrong. About 2/3 of them died in the first winter. They arrived in late November, and Massachusetts winter is brutal if you have no food. And they didn't have any food, so about 2/3 of them died. The Thanksgiving that's depicted here, so happy between the Pilgrims and the natives, that did not happen until the following year. The biggest question that we might have about these people is the Mayflower Compact. Before they got off the boat, they signed the agreement on how they were going to govern themselves. Is that an early example of democracy? I mean, look it, in the middle two paragraphs, they're talking about creating a civil body politic where they're coming together to make laws for the equality of everybody and they're going to decide together. Yet, they declare they're loyal subjects of their dread sovereign Lord King James at the same time. It's really a mixed bag. It's probably a pretty democratic idea for its time. Hindsight 2020, literally in the year 2020, maybe not so much, but either way, a good document to analyze.